Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. This is your weekly tarot reading for Gemini for July 20th. So let's take a look and see what's going on for Gemini this upcoming week. The energy you guys got. Let's shuffle these one more time. I shuffled them good because there's always some congruency between a prior sign and then this one. It blows my mind for all you cusp people. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on for Gemini. Here we go. Page of Cups, new relationship energy, the Devil card. Capricorn energy, Ten of Swords, restricted, the Hermit, isolation, and Eight of Swords, overwhelm. Okay, so you're having a little bit of renewal, but that's blocked, really blocked. And it might be a honeymoon phase with your partner or a new relationship, but I do see the Devil card, which is things blocking you. And the reason why I say things are blocking you is because the Ten of Swords, the Hermit, and the Eight of Swords. And if you look at this as a sentence, okay, the Devil card is conflict, habits, lies, substances, maybe Capricorn's rising, maybe Capricorn's conjunct or opposed or square something. But I'm going to have to look that up because interesting, yeah? We have the Ten of Swords and the Hermit and the Eight of Swords. Ten of Swords and the Eight of Swords are similar. Ten of Swords is overcommitment, too many things on your plate. Eight of Swords, batting cage. You don't even know which thing to take on first because there's so much on your plate. It's overwhelmed with the items that are hitting you one after another. And it's just to the point where you're like this. And I think I was talking to Taurus about that too. Three of Swords, miscommunication, Judgment card. I'm sorry. The Judgment card, which is stress, pressure. There's even an anvil on here. Like, what do you do with a sword when you strike it hot? Is just like tension beyond measure. But I am going to tell you that toward the end of this week, as it plays itself out, the Seven of Swords is saying this is all going to release. So maybe this is some energy that you've been holding on to that's going to kind of blow wide open, and it's been to your benefit where you've had to break out some of this, especially with the Ten of Swords. That's like, dude, I've got too many bills. That's doing a budget, scaling it back. Ten of Swords is being asked to do too many things and learning to say no. Ten of Swords is maybe losing a resource. Partner is not participating. Partner's not available. Partner's not home. My Gemini has a partner that's deployed. So suddenly having a lot more on your plate and reorganizing things so that it's a little bit more manageable, right? We have the World card though. After all of this passes, we have the World card. Maybe you're feeling a little bit of criticism. That's the Three of Wands. That's you being on the hot seat. Who was on the hot seat? Boy, everybody's been having this card here. So I think this is an aspect. It's got to be an aspect. Because the Three of Wands is pressure. People being critical. People watching what you're doing. Being on the hot seat, right? It's causing a lot of emotions to come up for you. The Magician. I love the Magician. The Magician is on stage. Time to go. You've got everything within you that you need. You're being asked to draw on those talents, those skills, the mastery of things that you already do. We do have the Seven of Coins, which is a move. Knight of Cups, King of Cups. Waffling between mastery of your emotions and explosive outbursts. King of Cups is mastery of that. Mastery of your emotions, being solid, being able to articulate and deliver what it is that you have to say without being emotional, which is the Knight of Cups. So you're in between the two of them. Of course you are. What are you going to do about that criticism, though? I was talking to one of the other signs a little while ago about that energy. And it's, people may have their opinion. It doesn't mean they get to say something. And when they have their opinion, is it valid? Like, are they just being an ass because they're in a bad mood too? And just be like, rah, rah. I remember my ex-girlfriend had steel-toed boots on. I was cooking in the kitchen and she kicked me walking by on accident. And there went my toenail. It hurt badly. It was bleeding everywhere. And I couldn't even take a breath in or out. And her answer was not, I'm sorry. It was, maybe you shouldn't keep your nails so long. I was like, you gotta be kidding. But I thought, wait, are they really long? No, wait a minute. You just kicked me, right? So like, stop for a second and look if the information is even valid before you're wearing that coat. Don't put on someone else's coat or hat, right? So the Magician card is in play. Go time for you. You got a lot more skill set than you believe you are, and you're just tired. You're just tired of having to navigate and renegotiate. Three of Swords, miscommunication. Just because Mercury is clear doesn't mean that miscommunication doesn't happen anymore, but this card is in play. Mercury and information can be twisted outside of Mercury retrograde, so this card is in play for you. You know, be as concise as you possibly can, and, you know, don't get more wordy and verbose than you have to be. That just allows for things to get misinterpreted and twisted. But I do see the Ace of Cups. There's a lot of love coming for you. At the center of everything is abundance. So step back a little bit. Meditation's been my biggest key point to tell people to access that skill set at all costs, because it is ultimately the thing. Telling you won't need a book ever again or anyone else's opinion. Gurus, teachers are great, but the greatest teacher of all for your own path is your own soul. Reach in there, find it, meet yourself. Book your appointment, karmaondeck.com. Schedule yourself for one of the classes that are up and coming. I do have a Tarot 101 class that I just posted. Classes will be beginning next week, possibly this week. Limited to 12 per group. So if you want to get on the first series, let me know. That's available on the website. You're going to be able to learn how to pick your deck, the majors, the minors, the spreads, practice. So you don't have to do those classes one-on-one anymore. I set them up for you. So come play with me. All right, here we go. Ooh, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. So this is a similar tone, interestingly enough. Ten of Cups. I was just talking to Taurus about the Ten of Cups, this whole I don't want anybody to know my business kind of thing. Not necessarily keeping up with the Joneses, but it's definitely putting up a facade, because the Ten of Cups is all about costumes, a script, Disneyland, you know, you're keeping up the image. So nobody gets in your business. How are you supposed to organize what you got going on with everybody's opinion about what you're doing in your face? We do have the Devil card in play again. I'm seeing the Nine of Swords, restless sleep, inability to stop the brain when you're laying down. You finally go to bed at night. Are you releasing? I mean, and sometimes this is a lack of meditation, and sometimes this is so much going on that by the time we get to the bed, that's the only quiet time we actually have. We have the Five of Wands and the Two of Swords. There's conflict going on around you, and you're undecided on whether you want to engage in it. And what I mean by that is this the hill you want to die on, Moxie? Is this the fight that's necessary, or is it just the mood that you're in at the moment? Okay. Five of Wands, you're undecided whether you want to engage. But I get this feeling that right now, because you have the Ten of Pentacles, and I'm sorry, I'm channeling a little bit of Moxie right now, but the Ten of Pentacles is your legacy, where your money sits. The Devil card is problems, lies, conflict, and then the Four of Cups is you wanting things to go back the way they were, promises that were made that weren't kept. Five of Wands is a conflict. You're not sure you want to open that Pandora's box, because once you do, you got to go all the way. There are some things that you just can't do partly, right? We have the Justice card right here, legal matters. Maybe you're making a complaint. Maybe you're speaking up to some injustices, and it's uncomfortable, because I remember one time I got accused of something I didn't do and had to go to court for it. It's on my record forever. I didn't do it. But the amount of effort, finances, and time that would have taken for me to speak my piece has actually happened twice in my lifetime, where the amount of money that it would have cost me to go to court for this violent outburst that happened to me as a paramedic. The amount of time, days off, spending money for an attorney, you know, all revisiting the scene over and over and over again. I was like, well, he's going to get in trouble anyway. You know, how much more can I add to that? Or is it worth it in the long run? It's costing me more than the moment did to walk away from it, right? But I do see the Wheel of Fortune. It's fate. It's time for things to start shifting. I'm going to actually make that your title. Fate. Because time right now, there's a lot of things shifting for us, and it's time for us to step into something different, whether we like it or not. Pandora's box has been opened, guys. Hope. Hope is the remaining factor here. But for Gemini, we have the Four of Pentacles, which is betrayal. Feeling as if you've been cheated somehow and feeling defensive in response to it. Or maybe somebody didn't keep their word to you, and now you're dealing with the fallout. And it's not necessarily cheating as far as being cheated on. And for some of you, this may be the case. It may be that you've been cheated on, and now you know, and they corrected the situation, and now you've got to deal with that on whether you want to allow them another opportunity Or maybe someone is cheating and you don't want to face it. But the Four of Pentacles is taking something that doesn't belong to you. And perhaps, this with the defensive card next to it, maybe you already know what boundaries have been crossed and you want to fix it. And you're not sure how to move forward with it. You have the Tower card. So this is one of those moments where you feel shaken. There's lightning hitting the building, where you feel some ahas are happening. Knight of Cups, which is feeling over emotional and feeling like not again, and not, Page of Swords, starting over with some situations and making decisions that are rookie moves that you could have altered had you chosen differently in the past, right? But we get to revisit all of these things. That's what the Tower card is all about. The Great Leveler, clearing some things out of the way. Maybe some trouble coming your way is for your greater good. I hate saying that. I am not one to use modern catchphrases, because we get stuck in there, and then that's the thing. This is for your greater good. Platitudes when I want to punch someone when you're going through it. Nobody wants to hear God doesn't give you more than you can handle, and this is for your greater good. It hurts, it's ugly, and it can get chaotic. We don't like it. However, like it or not, some of these things can be to your benefit. You just got to decide which fight you want to take on. Sorry, Monty. All right, let's pull a card for you from Divination of the Ancients. I don't have a lot of hopeful things to say right now about those cards. It just feels like there's a lot. You're not quite sure how or what you're going to do next. Or no, it's more like you're not sure whether you're ready to take this fight on, because it's going to be. I apologize, but I'm here if you need me. Book your reading, book your session. We'll unpack it for you. Let's pull a card from my Divination of the Ancients. Like I say, this is your little message for the end there. Like, subscribe, share. Tell me where you are in the world. Let me know how you feel your reading went. Jump on my Patreon and you can get these readings a week early, plus some book chapters that are going to be loaded on there soon from Off the Beaten Path. And then also my Welcome to the Jungle dating series. But like I said, jump on there and get your tarot class. Seat Mystical. Ooh, for Gemini clouds. I don't think I've had this one before. Let's see what Mystical has to say. My Oracle deck. A wonderful gateway has opened up for you. I hear you saying, yeah, right. And you are experiencing mystical occurrences. I know a lot of you are having this sudden awakening. It's like getting thrown in a deep end of a pool suddenly, and you're going, help, your hands are sticking up. I'm here. Let's get it done. So, mystical occurrences. Do not discount these encounters as mere figments of your imagination. What you're witnessing is so very real. Use your natural psychic gifts to explore the esoteric realms. Don't be scared. Oh, come on in, the water's fine. I promise you it won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Allow the images you will see in the sky above and the loving voices you hear gently guide you. It was on a radio, someone having a similar conversation. I'm not talking about Facebook algorithms picking up what you're speaking around your electronics. I'm talking about, coincidences of songs and lyrics and timing and conversations and images that are appearing in front of you that you can notice synchronicity. As you become a visionary, you'll experience the elation of connecting with the supernatural. Man, it is a good time, I promise you. Initially, it's super confusing, but I promise you, it's a blast. 5D conversations are amazing. Getting to see people's true nature, their joy, all the trappings of the humanity stripped away. Seeing people as pure energy, the true joy. Free yourself from worry, meditation. Peace of mind through, it says it. Free yourself from worry, find peace of mind through meditation, and journey with your guides and angels. Journey with me. Come visit me. I have a lot of bubbly energy, and I'm sassy. Release control as you float into altered consciousness and defy laws of the physical. So many people aspire to a state of nirvana. You're on your way there. It is nirvana. It's joyous. Meditate. Your incantation for the week. A mystical kingdom exists in my mind. I seek the signs in the clouds, and there I shall find a touch and a whisper, the call of my name. Oh, I heard my name, my true name. Meditation. As the clouds lift me higher, and there I shall reign. Find your queendom, your kingdom. Thank you, guys. I'll catch you on the flip side. After Gemini this week, I'm going to be doing, let's take a look at next. Cancer. Cancer's next. So like I always say, guys, the answer to every question is love. A love on it, and you can't go wrong. We're going to fix this. I promise. See the age of Aquarius on the other. Catch you on the flip side.